Hi Stampers, this is Lynn Starzl, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you how I made this card. And it uses the Storybook Garden Patch bundle, which is part of the Storybook Moments Suite, which is on pages 23 through 29 of the January through April mini catalog. And that's going to be ending very soon. But they are a wonderful bundle, and I've done a sampler with them and some other cards. So, okay, let's get started. And here's the die guide. So you can build your water can, or you can just stamp and die cut it. It stamps and die cuts these images, and then you can also stamp and die cut the clay pots, or you can just build one. And then there's also a dirt pile. And we're also using the exposed brick embossing folder for the background, and the Timeless Plaid 6x6 designer series paper. Okay, so our card base is basic beige, 8.5 by 11, and scored at 4 1/4. Excuse me, it's 8.5 by 5.5. So we're going to fold that, and then I used wild wheat cardstock, and I embossed with that exposed brick. And then here is the Timeless Plaid strip, and I've done it both ways, the checkered side or the plaid side. This one I'm going to do the checkered side. And this was one of our club cards, and Stampin' Up! Has a new rewards program, so it changes the clubs a little bit. But basically, you can be a part of club and not ever show up. I have some people I've never met, and you would just place an order through me, or you would do it on your own online account, and if you're local, you'll come on the second Thursday of the month and you'll make your cards. If you're not local, and like I said, I've never met some of them, then you place your order, and then if you place an order, I just mail the completed cards to you. If you don't want to order, then it's $15, and I mail the cards to you. And these cards are completed, because I can't send stamped images. Okay, now we're going to take a piece of basic beige, and we're going to stamp with the element of text, and that's an online exclusive. And we're just going to stamp off. Just kind of put it towards the center, because we're going to be tearing it. And then I tear towards myself. Oops, I moved my camera. And there's going to be free shipping starting tomorrow for 3 days with a qualifying order, which is $75 before tax. And now you're left with this. So I take the wild wheat and a sponge bobber. And then we're just gonna sponge on those torn edges. Now we'll add that to the front of the card. And then we're going to use some liquid glue. I already die cut these pieces. Just add that there. Looks like it's a little bit crooked. And then our watering can. And our trowel. And our radish, and I did stamp that on basic beige, and I colored it with Old Olive and Real Red blends, but you can use whatever you have. Then I have a strip. It's a 1/2 inch wide by 2 inches, and this is also basic beige, and I'm going to stamp with Happy Birthday, and that is from Best Family Ever, and this is on the last chance list. So here's the Happy Birthday, and then on the inside we're going to do May All Your Wishes Come True, and that's from Unbounded Love. But you can use whatever you want. And then we're going to, just on the edges, sponge with the dauber again. And then we're going to add dimensionals to the back of that. That looks straight. And then also part of this suite is the antique pearls. And you can color these with blends too if you want. I like them because they're nice and flat. Now the inside, May All Your Wishes Come True, and we'll stamp with Wild Wheat, which that is an in color that is retiring. And it has been a favorite. Now this card is done. So, and here it is with the plaid. So I don't know which your favorite is. I will have some measurements and the supply list on my blog post, linked in the description when the video is uploaded. Happy stamping!